Andrew and Ethan. We just literally met, and when you came by our booth, Andrew.
I did.
And we were just chit-chatting. Turns out we have something in common. Your parents are from?
India.
As are mine. You were not born in India. You were born in?
Pennsylvania, the great state of Pennsylvania.
I was born in what is not the great state of Ethiopia in Africa. So we have that in common. And just hit it off. And then, Ethan, you are actually local here.
Yes, I'm very local.
And you are studying?
Finance.
And just put that mic really close to you.
Studying finance.
Finance at the great University of?
University of North Florida.
The home of the?
Ospreys.
There you go. All right, there you go. Okay, so let me get that back here. So let's go back to Andrew here, and we'll go back to Ethan in a second. Why have you come to Turning Point USA?
Well, Turning Point USA has been amazing. It all started when I filled out the survey on campus. And I was really conservative. They found that out, and they called me. And they said, Andrew, we have an option. We want you to be president for Turning Point USA on your school.
Wow.
And then I said, president, in my first year of college, let's do this thing.
Let's do this thing.
And that was my first step in becoming a fearless conservative. And ladies and gentlemen, that is why we're here. And it has been amazing ever since. I've been growing, getting more people in the movement, and I've never looked back.
When you say fearless, and that's amazing, and it's growing, when I'm listening to you say that, why is being fearless such a needed or attractive thing to you right now in your life?
Well, Raj, you look at the world, you look at the left, they've invaded the world. The world is full of evil, and to stand for the truth, you need to be fearless, because the world demands it from us as conservatives, as people who stand for good in this world. So we need to have courage. We need to have faith in God, in our principles, in our foundations of this amazing country.
If we have more of that, Andrew, what change do you think would take place in the world, do you think?
I think the West can
Just keep it close to your mouth there.
I think the West can greatly transform. I think it can grow, and it can spread into other parts of the country that greatly need the support, the wisdom, and the leadership in the West. It is desperately needed.
Let's go to Ethan here for a second. Ethan, you're studying finance.
Yes, I am.
Why did you pick that?
It's just something that I was around a lot as a child. My mother is in business. I've met many of her friends. They really enjoy working in business, and it's something that I also found out that I enjoyed as well.
The reason I asked that because Andrew just talked about how we can have more really expansion and more good things if we have more fearlessness, and I mentioned that business is a big part of that.
Yes,
and finance is a big part of that. It's one of the things that President Trump is doing such a good job at.
Yeah.
Literally in a few months, he's turned around what the previous administration was so dysfunctional on. But what brought you, Ethan, to this conference?
Well, this is my second time coming to a conference.
This particular Turning
Yes,
Point thing?
this type of
Okay.
thing. I came last year to the Detroit location conference.
You went from Florida to Detroit?
Yes.
For the conference?
Yes.
Why
for
did
the
you do that?
conference. Because I thought it was a great opportunity to, come and see all these people that I look up to in the political sphere and, hear what they have to say to us, the young generation.
Outstanding. And what are you hoping to accomplish this go-around?
Well, just to learn more and network a little bit more. That is something that I didn't do as much last time.
Ethan, what do you think our country needs? I mean, Andrew's really drawn to this leadership. I mean, they asked him to be a leader. He jumped right at it. And he sees a need for more courage. That's what I think I heard from you, Andrew, right?
That's right.
And what do you think is needed in our country right now as a young man in college?
Something that we already do have is a great leader, which is Donald Trump. But the thing that we do need is more cooperation between governments and local governments and state governments. Because I see a lot of times, state governments, county governments, they don't want to follow what, the state wants or what, people in the White House want. We're not moving as quickly and growing and changing because there's so much uncooperation between, everyone, all the states.
So this idea that you have, Ethan, of having more efficiency, more collaboration. And I'm seeing Andrew nod here. Why are you nodding on that?
Well, I think in a country like the United States, you have opinions on all parts of the spectrum politically. So you need to come to consensus. And the way you can do that is have strong leaders in every part of government, the local level, the state level, and obviously the executive federal level, which we have in Trump. And I think that's a reality that we can achieve.
So it's really encouraging, my friends, to hear these two young men, literally leaders already, and definitely future leaders. And when I listen to what you guys are saying, I'm reminded again, and you probably have heard me talk about this, the Reclaim campaign, which we are having on July 26, 2025, in Venice, Florida, just an hour from here. It's a statewide conference, and at that conference, here's what you will get for yourself. One, how you can elect smarter leaders, more capable leaders. A lot of what these two gentlemen are talking about is this swampy I don't even know what to call it, but it's this culture, guys, in government that no, we don't want to move in a productive way. Rather, we want to keep things the way they always were, because probably, maybe, they're financially benefiting from the status quo. So how to get leaders to replace them, how to raise money so you can get those people in power, and how to increase your political influence, political power. What we haven't put there, and probably we should, is how to be more courageous.
Right.
Because that's what you're talking about.
That's where courage comes in. Yes.
That's where courage comes in.
Yes.
Guys, I'll give you the last word. What would you like to tell the folks as they reflect on what you both have said? You go first.
Courage is parallel with the conservative movement. Conservatives need to be more courageous. That's the way we're going to achieve establishing truth in the West and spreading that across the world.
Well, to connect and back what Andrew just
hold
said.
that a little closer to you, yeah.
To connect what Andrew just said, just don't be afraid to be yourself and your views, because even though where you may live, it may not seem like there's many like-minded people, when we go here to a place like this, to a conference like this, there are so many people that think just like us and want the same things that we want.
So well said, so well said. My friends, we're here at Turning Point USA. I'm here with Open Mic. If you haven't heard of Open Mic, you need to check them out on Rumble. Open Mic, it is the hottest show on Patriot TV. Make sure you check that. You're watching this on Coastal Conservative News. Listen to our Coastal Conservative News show every Friday. And gentlemen, I appreciate you giving me the time to talk, and thanks for being here. And thanks for making the effort to develop your own leadership skills. Would love to keep in touch with you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Hey, you're so welcome. Let's just stay for a minute until the live stream ends.